Is we up?
We up.
We up.
Yep.
Leave that shit. Leave that. We rolling.
I'm gonna count it in. I got you 70 minutes.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. I'm in the next room if you need me.
No doubt.
They could have a good podcast, fella.
Appreciate it, bro. Hey, is that door shut?
Yeah, it's shut. I'm gonna go tell them.
Or you can shut. See this.
I can't shut this though.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
That's a bit.
I mean, I'll be up on. It'll be a little closer on y'all, but I don't think it'll work.
Okay.
Because it's right behind you. I'm about to tell them see if we can.
I ain't tripping, bro. Hopefully it don't. I don't think it's gonna matter that much. I think we'll be okay, but whatever.
You know, I'm dope talking on a damn beat anyway.
I actually like talking with music playing in the background. I think it just for real, music soothes me.
It ain't too loud.
No,
but it's
it ain't.
just like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's right there. I don't think it's gonna drown us out or nothing
Yeah, it
like
ain't
that,
gonna
but you know.
Good. We all
It's gonna blend right into it.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to my peace. I think music is one of the things that bring me peace and has for a long time, right? And it helps me center myself and helps me like get to a place where I can think, right? Especially if I'm not like, cause my focus or whatever, my mind it races, it goes, right? So, you know, I get assistance, right? Like when I'm taking my Adderall, I can slow all that shit down and I can get a medium and I can do what I need to do, you know what I'm saying? And shit, that's when the discipline and the cause without it and on my own, I'm able to do it. It's just that much tougher and it takes that much more time or whatever. But I mean, in this time where I haven't had my Adderall because of my goddamn insurance, but that's another topic for another day. Oh, I can't wait for open enrollment. I've been able to do that. But before we keep going, first of all, welcome back to the Quality Truth Show. It always feels awkward having to go ahead and intro after we've been just talking, right? Because I just, you know, but I'm your host, the ignorant intellectual Mancini, and I'm here with some very fine brothers, my niggas, and I one you've seen before, another is new to the camera, but definitely not new to me, and you know somebody that I've always fucked with. This has been I've known this nigga since middle school, and when he had a fro, and he was the point guard of the Walkertown Wolfpack, and it was very daring. We knew that when it was time to play Walkertown that we was gonna have to deal with this nigga right here, and we went on to go to the same high school. He played basketball, I played football, and just in that time we've grown as men, seen each other grow, always maintained some type of communication, even if it wasn't for a long period of time. But we'll have stints, right? It was a point in time where he was around all the time. I see this nigga a lot, right? And I think that's mainly because you and Jimmy had started, and that's when I started seeing you again. You and Jimmy started talking and coming over to the crib and everything like that, and then niggas go off and have families and then find a way back to each other, you know? So without further ado, I will let my co-hosts for tonight of the Quality Truth, the Truth segment, introduce themselves. Please go ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah, my name is Rock. You know, I know Mancini since really high school, even though he, you know, mentioned middle school. But I remember in high school, you know, me and Mancini, we had class together.
Yeah.
Mancini was always the outspoken person. You know, he was. I think he won the award of like gonna be the person that be like a president or some type of shit. You know.
Yeah.
You know, where he was known to be well around people. You know what I'm saying? He always had that personality where he can draw people in from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, we always just connected through Facebook. You know, I might see him doing something, he see me doing something.
Real shit.
It might just be a heart, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or it might be an emoji, whatever. But it was always love and respect, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
And we never really like connected like that. You know, we never hung out, never partied, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing like that.
But sometimes you can love people from afar and you can respect people from afar,
Real shit.
even if you ain't really connected with them before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been that relationship between us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I respect who he is as a person, and
Definitely
you know, I feel
respect
he
you.
respect who I am as a person. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's how our relationship really, you know, emerged.
Yeah, and it has, you know, been what it has been, right? And I think I think that's important to know, because I think some people feel like you gotta talk, you either have to be friends with somebody for a long period of time where y'all done did a whole bunch of shit together to have like a real relationship with them, and we are a testament that that's not true. Like as long as we've known each other, like as far as our connection goes, right, like you said, like we haven't had but so many interactions around each other for a long period of time, like a real
we are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but somehow we still knew. And I think what I know is that I've always known that you were a principled person. Like you have principles that you've always stood on. And regardless if I necessarily like you had to tell me or like a whole bunch of situations, the situations that I saw you in with my own eyes, without us even having a real like tight friendship, let me know, okay, that nigga right there, he's solid and he about something, right? And then you also look at the people that you hang around, like, or who you hung around. And it wasn't a lot of people, if anybody. Anybody, like.
I mean, I kind of consider myself like, I used to say like a lion and shit, but like a tiger. Mm-hmm. A tiger hunts alone, you know what I'm saying? It's not really in the pack. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I never was a person that felt like I needed to click up with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I respected all people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like coming from like Winston, a lot of people chose what side they were from, east side, south side, north side.
Yeah.
But my mind always was like bigger than that,
Correct.
And I played football with a lot of people that was like from the south, from maybe from the north, from the east, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always had love for people, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing that was major, I always connected with
real shit.
Whoever, no matter your background, pretty much.
Yeah.
So like,
I think that's another thing we had in common too.
Yeah. So at the same time, that's why I was like, it don't matter if I'm hanging out with this person, nigga. I'm always gonna show you love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And no matter if I'm around you every day, or I might see you, goddamn, I knew you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I knew you.
It's like sometimes I'm walking out in the street, right, or I'm at the store, and I see somebody I never spoke to that motherfucker, but I knew he went to school with me. I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know I crossed paths with you.
At some point in time.
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
I know how life is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing like, oh, what's up, man?
Yeah.
I might be just to make you feel good.
I'm about to say, like, you don't never know what that hey, that good morning, or how you doing really does for a person. That might be the
you
only...
remember that person, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So
I know
those little small things can really like affect people in a positive way. You know?
Let me ask you this though. Out of all those interactions, how many times would you say you actually remembered their name? Niggas be good with faces, but I cannot put.
Look, if I remember your name, I'd be like, that shit was divine. It was meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because sometimes I be goddamn go wrapping around in my head trying to figure out like, yo, how the fuck I remember this
How
person?
do I know this person?
I might go home on the thought of that shit.
Yeah,
You know
like that shit'll fuck with you going through going home. Yeah.
But
so not many times you know the name. But I know who you are. That's really for me.
I've seen your face.
I've seen your face. We've come across each other at some point in time, whether once or twice or whatever. But I know who you are. Just, don't be mad at me if you don't call my name. I only feel bad when they know my name and I don't know theirs.
Exactly.
That really fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? But also,
but then again, you just have to say, fuck, keep it real with their ass, man. I can't remember.
I can't remember your name, bro.
I know you remember me.
Yeah, but what is your name?
Just remind me. Fuck.
Yeah, please.
I done met too many fucking people.
Charge it to my mind. Don't charge it to my heart.
Don't charge
it to my heart. Because
especially when they be happy.
Whoa.
I don't even know you, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't want to feel rude.
Hey, you know what? You're like, yeah, bro. Hey, sometimes it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself in a second, but go ahead and introduce yourself real quick. Now I'm gonna tell this story. What?
Curt Black.
The Curt Black. He's back in the building. He's back in the building. Okay, so I was reffing this semi-pro game a couple of years ago, right? Reffing the game, right? And this is like Nah, this had to be about 5 years ago now, right? Because I'm just starting out or whatever. I remember I was just starting out, but I was out there for a semi-pro game, and then all of a sudden, like, I started noticing, oh shit, like these niggas is as old as me or older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple people I done seen out. Bruh, this nigga walked up on me or ran up on me, and he was like, oh man, see you reffing now? I was like, yep, I am. And he was like, oh man, shit, you knocked me out when I played for Reynolds, bro. Like, you remember you knocked me out the game. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember that.
That's it. I know. I mean, he remember. That nigga remember because you knocked that nigga out.
I'm like, but I don't remember that. How you know it was me? How he said it was me? But shit, it be shit like that. Like, I done had, and girls, when I see girls, I don't remember their name, but they be hugging me. Hey, I'm gonna give you love. I'll give love to everybody, bro. I love showing love to everybody. Unless, again, if you don't give me no reason to not fuck with you, because at the end of the day, I try not to have no hate towards nobody at all, no real hate towards nobody, because I think that just takes extra energy.
You can't just tell women that you don't remember their name.
Why would I say that? Now that's crazy. Now why would I say that? Now, niggas, you gonna have to deal with it. Now, bro, I don't. Right. I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna do the woman like that. I ain't gonna do that. Hey, you gonna tell me at some point in time what your name is. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna come up. Or you gonna say, you don't remember me, do you? I mean, girl, you know I remember you. Would just sit.
Don't make her test you, bro. Because when you fail, you gonna.
Yeah, but this is the truth segment. I love this segment. This is where I can kind of just talk about things that are important to me, and when I stumble upon something, I always like to go with it. And Rock, I really admire you, bro. And when I say that, I mean that just truly, the way in which you go about your life. I look at you as truly you inspire me, to be more disciplined, to also encourage me to embrace me as myself, right? And as I've grown and gotten older, I think it's something that all men, and I'm just gonna speak for men, have to find their identity at some point in time. Who do you want to be? Who do you want the world to interact with? Because you have to interact with the world at some point in time. So how do you want that interaction to go? And for me, and I have to be honest, I've gone through different stages of, like anybody does, to figure out who I am, right? And what my core is, right? What are my core principles that no matter what, I'm not changing them? Because there has been some things that I thought, even with religion, right? At some point in time where I thought religion, Christianity, that's what I believe, right? And over time, from rebellion to just life experience to just looking at things from a different perspective, I was able to then change my mind about certain things and it be okay, right? Because for a lot of people, once you believe something, that's what you believe, and I'm going to defend it until the death.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you reach it.
Yeah, and what I recognize is that it's just if there's so much gray area in life in general, then how can I just put absolutes on so many things, right? That also have factors in them that are out of my control, right? God controls all, to me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the trickle down of whoever believes and whoever ascends from God, that's on you. That's how you believe it. But God is ultimate, right? That's the ultimate, no matter how you look at it, whatever. So for me, I've always wanted to find that core. And I want to say that you have always been a person who, to me, from my view, no matter what stage in life you were in, that's where you were. And you still maintain the same principles. To me, right? As far as the basics of outside, looking on from the outside in, right? I don't know what type of struggles you went through or what identity things you went through, or even just in your interactions with others, right? I saw limited interactions that you had with others, right? I've seen you, you know what I'm saying, in altercations, right? I've seen you upset, right? Hasn't been often, right? It's far and few between. Right. But I have seen you in that state, but I still saw principle. I saw moral standard. So I guess my question to you, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing, like what have you done, or what would you say is one, how do you identify with yourself, and how did you come to that solid identity, even if it's just for right now?
I can't really say. I feel like it's really God, you know what I'm saying?
True.
And connecting with who God created you to be, you know? I didn't choose my parents. I didn't choose who I was created to be, you know what I'm saying?
True.
But then, you know, certain moments in your life, when you sit alone with yourself, your heart is talking to you, you know? Your inner spirit is talking to you. And this is who is guiding you to be. Then you gonna listen to it, you know, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta listen to your inner voice, and at the same time, your family, your friends, your community, gonna probably oppose that, you know what I'm saying? And make you feel weird or insecure, you know. But it's up for you to be strong enough to listen to yourself and be that shit regardless of what's around you, you know.
Would you say that you always felt that way, or did you have to get to that?
Yeah, I had to get there, but that's a battle between every person, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And it's, are you strong enough regardless if your motherfucking parents thinking you this or that?
Yeah.
Like, it was times like, you know, as a lens, like looking out, I used to always look out at the world, or like I used to look at New York a lot, you know what I'm saying, because I had family. Yeah. But I looked at New York as the world, because that was really like my portal of meeting people from all over the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a melting pot.
Coming from Winston-Salem, you know what I'm saying? You know, like,
yeah.
Okay, I know my black people. I see some Spanish people that we all associate them as Mexicans, and some white people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then, you know, my aunt lived in Flatbush, Brooklyn, so once I got there, it was like Caribbean people, you know, people from Haiti, you know, Jamaica, you know, same time, all over the place. Then I go right around the corner, Jewish people. Right. I go a little bit, it's more like Bed-Stuy, it's more African black people, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, this is the world, you know?
Yeah,
you know
real shit. Real shit. That's how New York is.
It kind of like opened my lens, my view of life, you know? Yeah. So I felt like that kind of like made me even more, fuck it, like, you go to New York, you see some strange ass shit. Yeah. But the motherfuckers being themselves.
They
you know
being them. Unapologetically. They being
you know, themselves. You in the South, it's like, it's hard to stand out because it's only a few people that's accepting that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really like go through some shit to be different in the South, you know what I'm saying?
So you gotta go through hazing.
You gotta go through
motherfuckers gotta make sure that they you really want to be different, huh?
Family, everybody
bro.
Cloudy, you know
everybody.
You gotta really like stand 10 toes down and like, this is who I am. Fuck it, I'm gonna take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the same time, I'm gonna still show love through it. You know what I'm saying? Right. You ain't gonna get mad because the niggas don't understand it or don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your vision, that's your view. Yeah, it make you feel some type of way, but at the same time, you appreciate it because it makes you stronger. It makes you, you know, who you are. Right. And if you didn't have those people giving you that antagonism, that, you know, that opposition against yourself, how would you know your strength? Correct. You know what I'm saying? Correct. How would you know? You know what I'm saying? Correct. As long as it ain't fucking with your family and doing some crazy shit, fuck it. I can take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it comes down to anything worse than that, then yeah, we can exceed those limits. But if a nigga's talking about me or not understanding who I am as a person, I can't get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've carried myself. You know? Right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, what does it do for me to get mad at you based on how you looking at me? Especially if what I'm doing isn't hurting you. You just don't understand it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't get it. And that's fine, G. You ain't got to. Exactly. You ain't got to. Exactly. And I think a lot of people, because they don't want to sit with themselves, spend a lot of time worrying about what everybody else is doing. Exactly. You take the time, when you don't want to take the time to listen to yourself, right? one thing I cherish now more than anything else is time to myself.
Exactly.
Nothing else is going on. Ain't nothing on. I might just be chilling, like in the middle of the day, like not necessarily in the dark, you know what I'm saying, but like during the middle of the day.
See,
it's the way I said it.
That's how I know, but nah, you laugh at that because that's how I am. Like, even when I talk to chicks and shit, like, I'm like, yo, they may want to watch movies. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but sometimes I don't want no TV on.
Yeah.
I don't want no fucking lights
I don't want
on.
nothing on.
I want complete silence. And like, even sometimes, I know some people that went through certain things in their life, but like, even when you get to a certain place of spiritualness, yeah, I feel like for me, like, God, I'm about to go to sleep, watch over me, protect me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm closing the door, lock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about if a nigga coming in, this and that. I'm about to get some motherfucking rest
I'm
in
about to
this darkness and goddamn watch the movie in my motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You know, let that shit play out,
let
my
that shit
vision
play.
of what I'm here to do or whatever my calling is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes motherfucker, you go to sleep, you worried about the kid.
Yeah.
You worried for nigga motherfucker gonna break
in. You worry about the
tired out this. I do that. Nah, sometimes you just need a fucking blackout.
You gotta be still.
Trust in the Lord. That shit gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get some motherfucking healing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get some healing. Cause that's all rest is. Like,
Exactly.
even when you just laying there, your eyes closed, you may not be going like you ain't snoring or shit like that, but you still rest and you recharge and you gotta recharge.
Exactly.
You gotta recharge.
Rest your brain. Don't fucking think. Let God goddamn project whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
You need to
sometimes it might be some dark shit. You don't even motherfucking understand what's being revealed to you.
I done seen some shit while my eyes is closed.
But at least you goddamn was peaceful in it.
Had a
I don't know what
peaceful
the fuck happened, but I slept good last night. Oh my bad. I had a crazy ass dream.
A peaceful nightmare is crazy, bro.
Right.
You can have peaceful nightmares is wild, but hey, I'm with it. Cause it's enough going on, G. You got enough going on out when you awake, right? And sometimes, again, you just gotta shut it all the fuck off and sit with yourself.
Exactly.
Sit with yourself. Like, sit with that shit that's bothering you. Because you know something bothering you, right? If you're not going to take the time to go to therapy, because I know it ain't for everybody or everybody can't afford it or don't, you know what I'm saying, or trying to get through it, the very least you could do is just sit with yourself. And you got to sit in your shit sometimes. Now, you can't dwell in it. You got to sit in it, though, and figure out what the fuck is up with me. And why can't I get no rest? Maybe I need to force myself to sit here in this shit so I can have some peace at some point in time. Peace of mind throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Wow, that was very nicely put, my friend. Same question to you. Like, how do you...
Peaceful Nightmare, the mixtape coming soon.
Peaceful Nightmare. Yeah, that's a good... You better put that... Yeah,
look, he
on there.
he even, you know.
He on shit.
That was, you know.
Yeah, that was some shit. I like that.
Right.
But what about for you, Curt? Like you are a little bit older than me and Rock, but I mean you still in the same generation, I would say. So what would you say like was the time in which how do you identify yourself now as far as your principles and the things that are important to you, and when did you get to that place that you are now of like who you are?
I'm still learning me, but one thing I know for sure is I got this old soul, man. So everything that was instilled in me back then, that's what I carry on my sleeves right now. My morals and my values are strong, and that's the shit I die for. Like, be a good person. Forget all that other extra shit. Just be good. Do what you know that you supposed to do, and do what you can do. Like, help the weak when you're strong. Reach down when you're up. That don't mean try to save the world, but save him, because he right there in reach.
Yeah.
It's like I appreciate the gestures from the world. And like what social media asks you to do, like pray for this people or send money to that people, but you walking past this person, nah, that's not. I can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me,
Right.
and that's because you're doing it for
Stop
the
fighting
media,
the mic, bro.
for the show.
Mike keep fighting the rock. Stop fighting the mic.
Hey, the mic good.
This nigga keep goddamn niggas been boxing. I've been seeing this nigga think it's a speed bag. Leave it alone.
Let me goddamn weave on the shit. She better knock me out. Look.
I'm sorry. He did it. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Whoa, this shit a little loose.
All right, tighten it up. Yeah, tighten it up. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Believing in what you believe in, not being led astray, not being led. Period. Be the man that you say you were speaking to, and for men, right at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah. We focus.
A
Yeah.
woman is unimportant because.
We can big up one without putting down another. We just focused on us right now. Go ahead.
So, yeah, just do your shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about. That's what I was raised on, and that's what I'm teaching.
Yeah.
If I have a student, if I have a listener, if I have an ear, that'll be my lesson.
Yeah. To do your shit. I mean, I'm definitely not mad at that, bro.
And your shit, your values, your morals, your
responsibilities. I respect you on that. It's like the janitor is no less than the CEO.
Exactly.
Or the you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm on top, I ain't. I knew I was at the bottom once before. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna look down upon.
Closer than you think.
Yeah, and at the bottom it's real love. You know what I'm saying? That
Absolutely.
shit's genuine.
Absolutely.
Like.
Absolutely.
I feel like at the end of the day, life is so short. Like we might not wake up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It's a possibility.
But at the end of the day, who cares if we had this amount of money, this business, this and that? How was you as a person? You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's my first time meeting you. But did I show you love?
Absolutely.
The first time I met you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I ain't look at you like what you got on, how much money you got,
right?
Who you as a person, like
right?
How that nigga heart is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
How he is as a person, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's God, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it don't fucking matter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just matters who you are as a person and do you see God in every person, you know?
Yeah.
Whether they good or bad or not, when you initially meet that person, you should not be judging them on some shit that's superficial, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Right.
If you spiritual, you judging them off for like, all right.
They energy.
I'm seeing God in this person. This nigga can be going through his trials or whatever phase in life, you know what I'm saying? And we all ain't supposed to be at the same place at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
we ain't supposed to be there.
I meet that person where he at, his journey, and gain some wisdom from it. Whether it's good or fucking bad. Yeah, whether it's good or bad. Exactly.
Everybody got
somebody have to show you the wrong way to do that shit so you don't do that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why I say, and when you said, don't be led by anything, I have to say, to a degree, right? But I think we all have to learn from somewhere, right? Like you gotta learn something from somewhere, and somebody is. I feel like, in order to be an entrepreneur, you need to be able to have worked at some point in time. Like you gotta know what it's like to be a worker to know what it's like to manage a worker. You know what I'm saying? Like you, and also, if you a worker. That's okay.
Okay.
Just take care of yourself, right? Do what you need to do. Some people enjoy having that security of just like a job. Yeah, and also I would say also that it's important to, if that's the way you're gonna live, also understand that can end whenever, right? So at least, because while I still work for somebody, I think about my role.
A boss,
and I think of myself as an independent contractor.
Exactly.
Like I work for y'all, but it's more like a partnership. You're not gonna have me doing more than what is going to be outside of what I know that I am being paid for to a certain degree, right? Like extra things, like I'm not too interested in that.
I don't even look at about how much I'm being paid for. I look at it about my principles of who I am.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
like even though a company might feel like they hired me, at the time I was praying to God for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe God just used this as my stepping stone, my obstacle.
Yeah.
I might not have had nothing before that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm never gonna go against my character. Like how they say like death before dishonor, pretty much.
Yeah,
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
if I got these principles, I ain't gonna be like, man, I ain't gonna say this to this motherfucker because I'm scared to lose my job or I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all depends on how the level of it is. Some shit you can just
let it go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let it go.
yeah.
But there's certain places where when you become a man and you got your kids, following behind you.
Yeah.
You gotta take certain things and tell your kids about that shit that makes them stronger. Because if we create a docile generation of people just wanting to, don't say nothing because I might lose this and that. And that keeps us slaves. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? For us as black people, fuck it. Like, I always see myself as a rebel. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the opposition is, like, fuck it. Like,
fuck it. I'm going.
I'm gonna
go. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
I'm gonna make a way regardless.
I'm gonna
you know what I'm
eat
saying?
regardless, B. That's how it is, and that's how it has to be. But the thing about it is that like you said, like it's certain shit you can let go, but there's always a way to speak up for yourself while still maintaining what you got to do, right?
Exactly.
Like if you're not in a position where you could just say you got the ability to say fuck you, I'm gonna go slide. I mean, you can, but if you don't have a plan or at least the thought process of what's gonna happen next, that'd be my thing. Like feel how you gonna feel, but that next action that you take, just make sure that you are well prepared to handle what's coming after that.
Exactly.
Because what bothers me is when I do see people decide like, okay, I'm going to say fuck it, I'm going to say whatever, or I'm going to do whatever. But then when the consequences come after that, then they looking like, well, why the fuck? But they made me, and that's
I feel like it's a way that you can say it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's always.
Like some people want to crash out to the max.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, I could tell you fuck you without telling you
fuck you.
You know
Exactly, bro. I can say
I just reword the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can tell you get the fuck out my
and
face
like,
without saying.
like it was a nigga at my job now, and I was like, yo, you a coward. You know, that's a white talk. But really, I meant, nigga, you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I use it in
yeah.
If you got something to say about me, we men, say it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't keep, behind my back and in my face telling me this and that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not here to be your friend.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care about
you.
Yeah.
Whether I don't, like at the end of the day, my job is a lot of rural white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I respect their views because I am who I am. If you don't like black people, cool. You know, just we have respect for each other. Just like the animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Motherfucker, just like I don't really fuck with them. Long as they don't come over here, they
then
good.
We good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
long as you don't harm my family, I don't give a fuck what you do when you go home and do it with your family.
Get all the niggas off you want. Get all your niggas off.
Shit weird as fuck,
bro. Yeah, like, but nigga, don't come bring that. Just respect. At the end of the day, y'all go to the water hole. When y'all go to the water hole, we'll be there when it's time for us to go. As long as y'all ain't there when we get there, then we good.
We
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We good. I
don't know what type of shit they on over there.
Yeah.
Long as that shit don't come in my space and I have to, protect my peace or my family, fuck, I don't give a fuck what you got going on.
Yeah, bro, I can't. I definitely can't take the time to worry about people who have their own, like, you take the time and the energy to hate me because of the way I look, bro. Like, that's on you, Cuddy. When you decide to bring that to me, then that's when I'm gonna worry about it. Until you do that, you have added over there in your house, dog. That's on you.
That's on you.
That's
and God,
on you. That's on you and God, for real. Because you gonna have to deal with that.
You're a real loser. Like you losing energy, you losing sleep, you losing mental capacity. You losing
bro.
A lot when you're hating on a person because of what they look
like, or what they do, or even their lifestyle. Even their lifestyle, right? Like, even their lifestyle. I look, bro, like, do I understand everything that's going on with the LGBTQIA community? No. But I let y'all do.
They're swinging for the fence.
But just, according to Darrell, they swing on the other side. They do what they do over there. But my thing is this shit. First of all, how would I know? How would I know unless you tell me? I'm not asking you that shit.
I want to know, why do you care?
Yeah, like why do you care?
Yeah.
Like nigga, like every gay dude ain't after you. Like just chill, dog.
None of them after you.
They don't care. Hey, bro, real talk, you ugly. They ain't thinking about you. Oh, my bad. Pause. That's too much. Too much. I've gotten hit. Have y'all been hit on by a black gay dude?
Man, that's why I'm saying. But sometimes you got, like when I used to live in New York, right?
I don't know what's my I like this shit just switched over. Go ahead.
Like one time, this is the first experience ever. Like, you know, I lived right on Flatbush Avenue, so if anybody know that,
yeah,
it's like a busy street.
Yeah,
like people
busy.
always walking.
Them boroughs be busy.
So I used to always just walk Flatbush Avenue, go in the shops or get food or whatnot. So I'm walking home one day, and there was some gay dudes like, I suck your dick for like. I'm like, but the niggas was on drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
niggas was just tweaking out.
They was just tweaking.
But when he first said it, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I realized like,
I don't
know what the fuck they on.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna keep it fucking moving.
Yeah,
these niggas on some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, before, you know, like being in that town or in New York, it's just like some crazy ass shit. You see like regular niggas that you think straight, muscular guys, is like, man, I don't know what the fuck these niggas eating or doing.
Yeah.
But it got them tweaking out. You know what I'm saying? It got them on some shit that's just strange and.
But it could be in the intake of something.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, right? You don't never know what people got going on, bro. My thing is, nigga, as long as that shit don't enter into my shit, then I'm cool.
How would you know though? I'm talking from a tinfoil hat perspective now.
Oh, which is
like
that shit
the
hard.
Government putting that in some.
Oh,
I read something like that before though.
True. Hold on, what you read?
I ain't gonna repeat cock sources right now, but I believe that I read something that said some product or something in some foods give off something that may cause
mess up your hormones or some
yeah,
shit like that. Yeah, I kind of believe that.
What do you think? Do you think that could be true or no? Do you think it's possible?
Oh man.
Even though I worded it horribly.
I think that I struggle with whether and I really don't care. I think that at the end of the day, like some people choose, the lifestyle that they want. Some people feel like they didn't have a choice, right? And who am I to tell them whether they did or did not in their own mind, right? The mind is a very powerful thing, right? If you tell yourself you're sick enough, you will be sick at some point in time, right? If you, tell yourself to, that you do feel good even when you don't, eventually you'll start feeling better. The mind is just that strong. It's that powerful. So who am I to say whether, that's to say that something is fucking with the hormones to make somebody there. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I would just say that I think certain things enhance or help bring out what's already there. Like if you already feel that way, but maybe you suppressed it, then maybe now you feel a little bit more, like we say, you feel more empowered to be yourself. At this point in time, this is how you feel about yourself, or how your purview, or how your outlook on the world. Okay, well that's where you at. But I mean, I think that at the end of the day, what I came to say is like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like that's how you feel. That's how you get down. Like I
kind of what helped me deal with it was like, I feel like everybody in their family got somebody that's gay.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's like,
well, not of course, but
I look at it as like,
a lot of people do.
I love you, but I don't like what you doing. I might not agree with it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I still
love you.
Yeah,
I still got
and
kids,
that's
you
respect.
know what I'm saying?
And that's respect. I'm not
if
going.
you need something, I'm good. As long as it's,
Yeah.
it's respect at the end of the day.
that's what it's about.
But it's
think
respect.
yeah.
But if it's some simple shit like, I might not like the shit. I don't know where this shit came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even my family, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like how this shit, emerge? But I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or sometimes I just look at some shit that they went through preceding before I found out what the fuck they were. What they going through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they dealt with their trauma, what made them go through what they're going through. And I used to be real judgmental on it, but I'm like, at the end of the day, as long as that shit away from me, and I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in this world, it's the duality of life. It's good and evil.
Yeah.
And we've all mixed in all of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We've all, been on that pendulum of sometimes we good, sometimes we bad,
Yeah.
Trying to be
So it's like
everybody bad.
Yeah, so it's just like,
balance,
we kind of learn try to have a little bit of mercy, you know what I'm saying? Because we want God to have mercy on us,
How do y'all feel about the idea? This is something that I started looking at or saying to myself, as far as good and bad is the perspective of how somebody else is looking from the outside in. I feel like when people do things, in most cases, they making the decision based on where they are in life, right? Somebody else may look at that as bad, but for me, based on what I've calculated, this is the best course of action for me.
Yeah, I think it can be subjective, like it all depends on, you know what I'm saying? Like it was stories, like I'm a Muslim, so it was like stories in the Quran where like when Moses was being instructed by God, he was like, I'm gonna travel the land till I, learn all walks of life, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he was with a guy, and like the guy, he was like, yo, you won't be able to have patience with me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To learn what I'm gonna do. So one time he like sank the ship, and Moses was like, yo, why you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like he sunk the ship because he knew up ahead it was like a tyrant that was seizing all ships. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So but Moses thinking he doing some shit bad. You know what I'm saying? And it was other like parables like that. He killed somebody. He was like, why he did it? And he was like, why he did that? He was like, we knew this offspring would bring trouble to the parents or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to, kill him.
So we gonna nip this in the bud.
Yeah. And get somebody. It was just a little simple, you know what I'm saying? But we not really understanding the wisdom of it because we don't know why God had that happen. But we thought it was bad initially, but that shit
still happen to this day. Exactly. When major accidents happen, when those tropical storms and shit like that, like if you in it, right, you looking at that shit as bad. And if even if you're on the outside in, then even that's when people question God even more to say, well, if there is a God, or why would God let this happen? Why would he let this bad thing happen? All the while, we never know what is to come or the reason behind it, right? It's a decision. It's something. And we're being spiritual at this point, but even if we go to just, simple things, when people pass away, then we don't understand why they died. This is bad or whatever. Yeah, there is some bad in there. Somebody's intention was bad. You know what I'm saying? We also don't, as fucked up as it is, that person in their mind take away from murder or death like that. But like if somebody steals, the shop owner gonna consider that bad. The person that's stealing, I got some people to feed right now. I got this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm stealing from an establishment that's got insurance, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing from stealing from a mom and pop store, but I'm stealing from an establishment that has insurance. Like, they can replace this tomorrow. They got a truck coming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm taking this because I ain't got the money, but I need to be able to wipe my ass tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking this because my baby need to be able to eat something or have something in their lunch tomorrow when they go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that should be like a I don't know, like a model if you're a business person though. I mean, you probably can't say the world, but like, for instance, if I'm blessed with money, my money is not meant for me to just take care of my family and to show off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, we here to serve.
To serve people. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause how much do you really need to make you happy? I know everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? But like, nigga, I don't need fucking, I don't need 2 cars. Really, I need
Yeah,
one. As long as
yeah.
that shit driving
Yeah.
good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it would be nice to have, but really, like, I could probably help somebody with, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing too.
I don't really need all that shit,
Yeah.
bro. I might not even fucking need a car. Need me a motherfucking horse, you know?
Yeah.
You might, you know what I'm saying? You good walking, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing too, though. If you do have abundance, you can find ways to help other people, right?
people,
Like,
you know
because
what I'm
again,
saying?
like if you got a second car, shit, you can lend that bitch out to somebody who ain't got no whip. You
Yeah.
can put it on Turo for a low price to rent. Because I mean, if somebody got some money they need to get around, shit, they can use your car instead of doing an Uber. Because that shit start, you know what I'm saying, piling up out the wild. There are ways to, again, once you do receive some abundance, a way to share that with the people, right? While still like you can still get rewarded for the fruits of your labor if you are putting shit out there for people, you know what I'm saying, out there, or if you just want to give it away. I think that like it's important to always still like, cause you got to maintain your wealth. Like you got to maintain the money that you have, right? You get to a place where maybe you don't have to work as much, but you may be getting paid to think at this point. You might have to manage at that point. You know what I'm saying? So all the while, you still got to replenish what you give, and it will be replenished to you in some sort of way. I think that it is important to be able to consistently also, right? Consistently give and serve those once you have that. Even, I mean, shit. Now, even if I ain't got it like that, if I feel led to give, then I'm going to give. There are times when I don't feel led to give.
But yeah, that's why I just recently had this conversation. I was in Dominican Republic. So there's a lot of Haitians there, right?
That nigga was riding bikes in Bali. That nigga be everywhere. I swear, I be looking at it.
But
It's like it's a movie, bro. Rock's Life's a movie, low key, bro. So yeah, bro, he was right.
Yo,
off the chain.
I had this taxi driver. It was a Haitian guy, but I think he was mixed Haitian and Dominican. But when he got me in the car, he, started speaking to me in Spanish and was like, yo, when he was coming out the airport, those Dominican guys was like, hey, look at that black guy. Like, the black guys don't like to pay. They always trying to haggle the prices. Like, saying shit. I'm like,
stereotypes.
I felt a little way about that.
Yeah, you should have.
So I'm speaking to him in Spanish. We trying to translate and shit. And I'm like, yo, we just know that y'all try to hustle us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like straight up.
We know y'all think everybody that come here has money. Like,
yeah. So
sometimes we might not. We spent our last just to get here. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we just wanted a fucking peace of mind from America and see some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
really, when we go home, we probably might be thinking like, damn, how the fuck? But
yeah,
y'all surrounded by this shit every fucking day, and y'all might not see the beauty in it.
Correct.
We trying to escape to come here, you know. Just and I'm like, yo, sometimes black people ain't got fucking money. I help people out when I can, but don't think that we rich because we got to fly over here. You know, we might have spent our last, but we just want to enjoy this shit. So, and I kind of like got off on them, and I was like, yo, you mad at us and thinking we supposed to pay for your living, you know, because we understand what y'all going, because Haitians are going through shit.
They going through some shit, yeah, for sure.
But I was like, yo, the problem is people ask people for help more than they ask God. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
I'm always been the type of person, I appreciate if somebody, because God can move through you and make you do some shit for me.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, my trust has always been in God and my own inner conversation with myself to get what I need or what I want. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I ain't mad if a nigga ain't did shit for me. And if he did do it for me, shit, God made that nigga do it for me.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
it. Yeah, because he ain't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't have to. And that be the thing, too. Like, there's no expectations. Like, when somebody gives, I'm always appreciative because, nigga, you could have put that towards somebody else. Or you could have told me no. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm able to give, bro, I want to always give, but I'm always giving. I always think about it like this. If somebody asks me for something, right, let's say they borrowing some money, right? I'm not putting once I give it, in my mind, it's gone. Unless you tell me, hey, man, I'm going to pay you back on this time. Okay, now you've held yourself accountable. Now I'm going to hold you accountable to that. Right. Now, if you don't, like, nigga, like, I'm not giving to nobody that I don't fuck with. And if I give it to somebody that, let's say, is a one-off, like it's a stranger or something like that, nigga, it's gone.
I say that as my blessing. Like, that shit will come back some type of way.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or don't. And then another thing I learned, and my sister told me this, don't give if you can't afford to let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give if you can't afford to do that. If it's that much to where you gonna be thinking about it, calling or whatever, don't just say nah. You better off it said nah. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas look at you say fuck you and that funky ass $20, nigga. Don't say I work hard for my money. Cause I started not to get to you.
You caught me on the wrong day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah.
I ain't got the shit. I'm gonna say a prayer for you, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got, hey,
like,
listen,
damn.
dog. I wish I ain't got shit.
But this shit crazy now, cause a motherfucker be like, you might not even have no cash. Like, nigga, I ain't got cash. I just got a card. Nigga be like, I got cash app.
How? I want to know how. I want to know how. How do you have
holding
cash
people
app?
switching
Well,
the
you
shit
got,
up.
bro, you crazy.
I like,
as hell.
God
No,
damn.
bro, I'm not. Hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, right. That nigga got
No, I'm not
cash
cash
app.
apping
Like,
no homeless
God.
person, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. No, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I draw the line.
That might anger me.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I was mad enough when the nigga asked me for $1. I pulled out more than $1. He said, "Oh man, you can give me the rest of that." Nigga, no, I can't. This is you asked for $1. How you gonna ask for $1? Then ask for more.
Nigga, watch it, how much you pulling
Yeah,
out.
why
Nigga,
you
Back in
pocket?
your
turn around.
Turn
nigga.
it.
Turn around, nigga. Hold on.
I'm about to. You turn around. Hey, yo, tell another nigga
Watch
to
it,
turn
nigga,
around.
turn around.
Why you got your? It's crazy. Hey, Rock, crazy, bro. Hey, you turn around,
Hold on.
nigga. While I count my money, you
That's
crazy.
how much
Say,
I got, nigga.
usually a nigga turn himself. You don't tell that nigga.
Nigga trying to look over his shoulder and shit.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I see. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Bye. You just keep walking. You already facing that way. Walk that way. I ain't giving you shit. Hey, gag, man. I tell you, boy, them niggas is something else, bro. Something else, bro. Hey, man. Hey, I miss Ron B and them. Them niggas used to work for their money. Niggas go sweep the damn barbershop, you know what I'm saying? They picking up trash, they doing shit, bro. Like, them's the good crackheads, bro.
There's one out here right now that'll get active for their money, man.
It's a few OGs left. These new homeless people ain't right. Them niggas holding up signs talking about I got a job. I'm struggling to pay for me and all my kids.
But it's even the young niggas. Like,
yeah, bro.
I was at the sitcom Martin Luther King, and I'm going in there.
Across from the BP.
Yeah, across from the BP.
Yeah,
niggas said,
the 14-year-olds got
I
me.
give you $50. I give you 50 push-ups for a beer. I'm like, the nigga threw me off. I mean, I was happy the nigga wanted to work out and shit. You know,
he saw you.
I was like, nigga, oh man,
Yeah,
you
been
ain't gotta
watching-
pay me for no
Yeah,
shit.
nah.
I ain't gonna embarrass you to how you out here doing push-ups.
Yeah,
right.
It ain't, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right
But
now.
he threw me off, dog. Like, this nigga.
That's
wanna
crazy.
really, like-
Hey, bro, I saw some 14 and then, oh my God, man. 14, 15-year-olds, bro, sitting at the BP asking for money.
That shit
I'm like,
sad,
bro,
bruh.
I'm like, nah, cuz. No. I'm sorry. You too young to be out here begging for money, bro.
Yeah, right.
You too young and you too able. You can get up and look at me and walk up to me and say, "What's up, gang?" So that mean you got some type of sense. Nigga, if you don't go find somewhere to work, get you some money, bro. This ain't okay. I'm not going to enable this.
I feel like it all comes back to though, like,
It's rough, man.
You know what did
it's
come back?
rough, and I can't really speak on too much because certain shit, like some people went
Respect.
through, even my peers, like
Respect.
they went through some shit that I probably like, damn, if I was dealt that card, like how would I play that shit? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me,
I
I've been
would have
through that.
played it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it all comes back to being yourself, like
Yeah.
not following the pack. A
True.
lot of people following shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's okay to be in that path, but you gotta battle and fight with yourself to be your own motherfucking individual.
Because you're going to battle regardless.
Yeah, and that's something that I try to like do in my life. Like I travel and shit. Like I never really like hung with people in the city.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might be like, that nigga think he better than people, or he don't fuck with niggas from this place. And it was
That's
like,
how they feel about
you know what I'm saying?
trying to
Because you ain't
better
around.
yourself, they think you
Yeah, I'm like,
nah.
nah, nigga, I love you, but God allowed me to see something else, and maybe I can inspire you on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I love, me traveling, not being from Winston, made me appreciate home. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But it took me going to different places.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And experiencing shit that's different. And it's like, yo, if most people, especially in America, we really have the privilege to really like explore shit and be kings all over the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just our hood and block. Even if you a nigga that's hustling and trapping, nigga, yes, you the man in your city, you hood rich. Nigga, just imagine how many bitches or whatever you can have in different places, you know what I'm saying? And less drama, less drama.
All that shit, bro.
You just moving chill, nigga. It's different, you know what I'm saying?
When I went to Rome 2 years ago, and I went by myself, and I have to say, like, seeing you travel and just be outside, like, inspired me that a little bit. Like, I wanted to go for my birthday. I wanted to go where I knew my name was from, right? I wanted to go to this place, and shit, I watched movies, like, you know what I'm saying? What was the shit with Tom Hanks, and he was going to he was going to all the different museums and shit like that. Like, he went to the Vatican and shit like that. I saw it in that movie. I think
it's called Angels or something.
Angels and Demons was the second one, and the first one was the Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code.
So, so I saw that, and I was like, man, I'm trying to go there. Like, and I went, and bruh, and it was during probably I had so much going on during that time. Now, I came home to a lot, but before I left, I was going through a lot. Trying to sell my house. Me and my girl was breaking up. I was trying to figure all that shit out, bruh. And I was like, I need to get in tune with myself. I need some time to myself, bruh. And when I went, it was just like, I appreciated home so much because, again, like, and I appreciated where I was. Like, I was there for 5 days by myself. I had to interact with people. And that's why I went by myself, because I said, this is going to force me to, because I could have just went just about my way, but I talked to people. My Airbnb host was real cool. He took me around. I was hanging with him. I found another dude, and he ended up taking me on this whole nother tour, but I had booked myself a private breakfast in the Vatican. Greatest experience of my life, and I can't even find half the pictures, but I don't need them. It's all, I replay that shit in my mind all the time. Like, I'm high. I won't have to, like, I didn't even feel like doing shit. I didn't have to do too much for my birthday because I did that shit 2 years ago. And I went for 5 days. I'm like, shit, I can just live off that for a while, bro. I ain't got to do nothing extravagant again. I am going to travel again. But, like, that shit, like, it was just so much to experience that, see those people in their element, the way they handle politics, the way they just handle shit. Like, they got their prime minister on a board in one of the bars, and they throwing darts at that bitch.
I feel like that shit make you, like, not be a prisoner to your own mind.
Exactly.
Because it's like,
you have to open it up.
You travel so much, and you see people living all different types of ways.
Bro. Yeah.
Like, even with politics here, who gives a fuck who wins presidents? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I look at it as from the fact of, like, black people, we went through shit, but we always found a fucking way. We always, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No matter who the fuck. No matter who. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nigga,
and then when you travel and you seeing people living all types of ways and shit, like, nigga, my mind is not chained. I'm free now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing that kind of, like, for me personally, that, like, kind of keeps you kind of down is if, like, you've had you got a family, or shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have to not be so selfish, pretty much.
Correct.
You got to think about,
it's the balance.
Maybe your mom's sick, your grandma's sick, you got kids, you know what I'm saying? You might want to go ahead do that, you know what I'm saying? It's that balance, you know what I'm saying?
That sacrifice.
Learn how to, like, weave in through your passions or ambitions.
Yeah. Because it's I mean, something's going to be sacrificed. Something is going to lose time. Something isn't going to get done right now because, we all got the same 24 hours. I mean, but everybody carved their 24 hours up differently. And so it's when because there are times where it's just like, okay, if I'm pursuing this, I know that I'm going to miss this time with my kids. I know I'm going to miss this time with my girl. Like, is this worth this right now? Is this the time to do this?
I feel like it all depends. Like, I look at, like, sometimes I travel, I might be going a week or week and a half from my kids, you know, I miss them. But, and I'm having fun where I'm at, but I'm also learning. Like, I'm creating stories that I can tell my kids about, like, yo, how you can maneuver this culture, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't feel afraid to be around nobody and still be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, like I feel like travel for me always been spiritual.
Yeah.
Cause like I go to places, I don't know the language, I don't know the fucking people.
I didn't know. Yeah, Duolingo didn't.
I ain't staying at no resort. I want to be where the people.
I want the people at. I'm always where the people at. Yeah.
I don't know nobody. I ain't got a game. Yeah. My only protection is me connecting with God. Yeah. And praying through, chanting through the, God watch over me, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time I met a guy from Haiti. Mm-hmm. And I met him in DR, and I was like, yo, I always wanted to go to Haiti. Never knew the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was an orphan. He's telling me his story, and I just felt a connection with him. Yeah. So I was like, yo, he was like, he gonna take me out to Haiti, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, this was the height of the real war, right before the president got assassinated. Yeah. But I was like, yo, fuck, I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it, like I'm going.
I don't know what fuck these niggas saying. I know a little bit of Spanish, but that Creole shit hit a little different. Yeah. And them niggas a little bit more hungry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, yo, it was a beautiful experience. It made me really, like, pray more. God watch over me, protect me, you know what I'm saying? And I went through certain things that tested that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I had to trust in whatever I was,
You put yourself, when you put yourself in those situations where it's just like, I know that whatever I believe and whatever I stand on is going to be tested, and I'm ready for that. That's some real shit. Like, most people don't do that.
And people ain't got to go to that extreme, but even for a little bit, as far as my kids, like, you might not like what I'm telling you to do or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But take that leap of faith. Take that risk. Trust me. If that's what your calling is, don't be afraid to be you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to walk into unfamiliar paths that don't.
Yeah, because everything's unfamiliar till you get to know it.
Exactly. And really, it ain't even that bad once you go through the shit.
Correct.
You know it was only you're like, God damn, I was thinking that shit. You know, get started. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like all black men should travel.
Absolutely.
Whether it's out the country or motherfucking going to the mountains in your motherfucking place.
Yeah.
Go somewhere by your motherfucking self.
Yeah. Did that shit. Yeah. Disconnect, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Disconnect. Find your way.
Disconnect,
Get in touch with yourself, bro, because, peace. And figure out what what real peace looks like.
Right.
Like, because peace to me has a sound. It has a feeling. Like, peace is just like, for me, like, it's just like that. I'm thinking, but my mind is clear. Like, everything is just, it's organized, and I can pick what I want to look at or pay attention to at this moment. It's not all jumbled together, right? I don't feel terrible for sitting.
So peaceful.
Yeah, bro. But that's a place where it's hard to get to. It's just worth working hard to get to.
Okay, but
it's the norm for us, bro.
I know, and that's what we have to break. And we have to help ourselves break that, because we deserve peace. That's the reality of it. Black men deserve peace of mind, because we already have things to face outside of this world or outside of our homes, right? Every time we step out of our home, we stepping into some type of war zone. Whether it's a mental war zone, whether it's a physical war zone, whatever it may be, we are walking into some shit, and we don't know how somebody's going to feel when they see us. That's one thing we got to deal with when we go out there. Every day we are basing we put our lives in the hands of God and strangers.
Yeah.
We do. Like, we depend on other humans so much, we don't even realize it. Even when you driving down the street, you don't know who is deciding to act stupid that day. I pray to God that they don't come my way. Right? But how many times have you just, you just came out, you made your right, and all of a sudden you just came down that street. You go back down that street, it's a whole accident. I just left from right here. God, as well as just the way the world, like, you ever pay attention, like, every decision we make has a ripple effect throughout the day, and it affects other people whether we realize it or not. The left or right turn that we take, right? There's There's so many things that work together. That's why it's so important to have yourself and be aware of yourself and be aware of what's going on around you. Because as much as we ask God to do, my nigga God be working hard for us. We ask him to do a lot. And that's why, for me, I ask for the strength to have the poise, the communication, the judgment that I need to function in this world in light of you in the best possible way that I can. For me, my children, the people that I care about, even the strangers that I may touch at some point in time. But it's also, I only have so much control. I can only control me. You know what I'm saying? And I let God handle the rest and just pray that I move in a way that doesn't bring any negativity towards me, that I can't get away. You know what I'm saying? But like Rock is saying, like you saying, like you have to be okay with being you. That's all it comes down to. And living in that every day.
Exactly. And I also feel like how you were saying about how you was praying to God, it's just like people that join gangs or cartels, you know, they go through certain shit to be a part of this organization.
Fraternities.
And I feel like people should take that same approach with God. Like,
yeah.
No matter what you put me through, God, I'm going to get through this shit. I'm going to be a warrior. I'm going to be a soldier.
I'm a soldier.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to take that shit on the chin.
Yeah, because I'm riding with you.
You know what I'm saying? And this shit going to make me better. Regardless of if I don't understand that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still rocking with you, God.
Yeah, I'm rocking with you.
Day, you know what I'm saying?
And I believe you're going to put the people
and
around
everybody probably don't feel like that, but that's how I feel.
Yeah,
like,
real shit.
I don't give a fuck what I go through. I might not understand that shit. Might want to kill myself. Like this
every
shit
now
crazy.
and then you might feel it. You might feel it.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna go through all types of spectrums and different levels of life, but fuck God, I don't know what the fuck. Why this shit happened to me? Why this doing this?
Oh yeah.
I'm still rocking with you.
I'm still rocking. You my nigga. Like rock God, I say to, and this is how I communicate with. I'm like, God, you my nigga to the end. And I know it's sometimes like I get frustrated, like, bro, why in the fuck do I gotta go through this? And then I realize, nigga, why not you too? Like in the same breath that I say, why me? And then it's like, well, nigga, why not you? You built for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think that you can't go through this? What makes you so arrogant on yourself to make you think that you can't
put your shit off on
like nigga, it's you. Cause nigga, you asked me for the strength. You decide what you gonna do. Yeah, I gave you the freedom of choice, and you decided to do this. Now eat that. Now what you gonna do? But I built you in a way to where you can get through it. You put yourself in some hell, you can get yourself out, nigga.
God don't put on more than you can bear.
That's what he said, for sure. And I done been through a lot, so I must be able to bear a whole bunch of shit, nigga. You hear me? Hey,
that shit gonna still hurt.
Hey,
you gonna go through that
emotions. Yeah, that shit hurt. Yeah, that shit hurt, but I'm alright though.
God damn.
I ain't in that, but like, god damn, God, like shit, nigga. Like,
let up for the nigga.
You feel me, bro? I just got out of surgery. I just got out of surgery.
Like,
bro, that nigga broke me down. Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah. Please, sir, help me, sir. Oh, I'll be damn. That was all right right there.
Yeah, that was flowing. That flowed.
It flowed.
It
so
flowed.
Well,
right,
though,
it
bro.
flowed. Yeah.
Why you say that? Time go, right? Time fly when you having fun, baby. So, you know,
I said, nah, I ain't no way. That shit counting the other way.
Right. Hey, nigga, come add some more time to this.
Yeah, add some more time, nigga. Oh, man, that was...
Yeah, it was dope.
Nigga, you gonna have to come back now. Now you know you gotta come back.
Yeah, I definitely pop back in.
We're gonna come back, dog, cause that was great, man.
Yeah, that was just the intro.
Yeah, like
we ain't even really like peel back. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't peel nothing. So you know, we give them a come back, tune back in to the Quality Truth Show, because we definitely have more conversations to have about just life, right? We can talk about life every time we come here, because that's what we live, right?
As long as we live.
As long as we live, we can talk about it. And there's always something to learn from it. There's always something to take from it. There's always something that you can grow with it, right? Even if it felt uncomfortable. I think sometimes, a lot of times, the best information is uncomfortable. It just, because you got to work it in. It's just like lotion.
and it's like peeling back your ego.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Just
got,
like,
hey,
all of that.
ego.
and nigga, I
you
know
gotta-
this how I view life, but this how this nigga view life. You know what I'm saying? And I can't knock that nigga hustle.
Yeah,
I can't
nah.
knock what he going through.
Yeah.
But if our paths cross each other, depending on how it is, we'll deal with it accordingly.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, I gotta respect who you are as a man. I gotta respect who you as a man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I might not agree with the fuck it is. You
It
know?
may not.
But at
That's
the end of the
cool.
day, if I believe in God, that's between us and God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. That's love and that's peace.
That's love, yeah.
Any last thoughts, Curt?
Can't wait for the next one, man.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be love, man. This was real nice. This was real good. I really, really, really enjoyed this one. Until next time, my good people, this has been the Quality Truth Show. Curt and Rock, and your host Mancini. And always remember, never have so few, oh so much to so many. Good night.
Respect.
That was good, bro.
Yeah, that was dope.
It was good. Oh,
I know I had a piss though. I was like, God damn, I should ask for the bathroom first.